Hey Recovery Girls, Misty here. So glad you've joined me today. I want to talk to you about pain. Um, it's something that we all face and deal with on a daily basis. We live in a world that's sometimes really tough, sometimes really harsh. There's a lot of beauty in the world for sure, but pain is part of our lives. So sometimes we've got a choice to make. Actually, every day we've got a choice to make in what we're going to do with the pain that we will inevitably face. One of the things that I try to practice in recovery is picking the pain that's going to be the most productive. So, a lot of times we're looking at our options and there just don't seem to be any good options. We know that whatever we do, either way we go, it's going to hurt. For instance, in terms of those of us with addictions, we may be very compelled to act out and experience the relief that we get from our substance or our unhealthy relationship patterns. We know that we're going to get a hit, we're going to get relief or some sort of pleasure in the moment that we're acting out or using. And in the moment, the pleasure we get is worth the pain that we can almost predict that's going to come later on down the road. After we act out, sometimes we create real messes for ourselves with worse pain later on than the pain that we were even in the moment. This is the downward spiral that gets created. It takes on a life of its own. We have pain, so we act out, and then that creates more pain, so we act out to get rid of that pain, and so on. So at some point, we hit this moment where the pain has increased to such a level and the destruction we've caused is so great that we start becoming motivated to figure out another way to live and to cope with our life circumstances. And this is when we begin to open ourselves to recovery. This is when we begin to look for solutions other than our acting out behaviors, because we can see that it's a destructive cycle. So there will still be pain involved, of course, in getting well. The pain is withdrawal from our substance. The pain is also facing our feelings. For the first time, if we're on a road to get well, we may face some memories or wounds or hurts that we have that we would much prefer to avoid by using. So there's pain either way we go, acting out and drama in unhealthy behaviors and patterns, and then the consequences of the people that we hurt when we're using. And there's pain in getting well. But when we choose the pain of getting well, we actually start to heal. So I remember a particular crossroads in my life where I had this dilemma where there were no good options, but I remember coming to that moment where I thought, I'm just going to try to pick the pain that's productive. None of it looked appealing. I didn't want to do any of the options that I had, but I tried to pick the pain that would lead me to growth and give me the best chance at improving my life. And this is what I practice on a daily basis now. I don't always accomplish that, but that is my practice, is to try to pick the pain that's going to be productive. So I pray that for you as you're facing your challenges today. Just practice today, doing the next right thing, gaining information, and then doing the next right thing after that, to try to lead you on a path toward healing and wholeness. The steps are there for us. Call your sponsor, talk to people in recovery to help you stay on an upward cycle today. I pray the knowledge of God's will for you and the power to carry that out. Stay the course in recovery. I'll be on it too.